So you're going to try something today. Let me tell you, trying is a waste of time. It's very simple. Try to pick up a marker. You can't try to pick it up. You're either picking it up or you're not. What's the difference? Well, people who try have not made a decision. It's that simple. When you decide to do something, you do it. You may say, well, I failed. No, you did it. And you learned from that. And that's the most important thing. We have these fears of failure. So we say, for example, I'm trying to meditate. No, you're either sitting, being still, focusing on your breath, or you're not. Because guess what? There's no good or bad meditation. There's no judgment in meditation. Meditation is the process of just sitting and focusing on the breath. When you sit and focus on the breath, your body relaxes, your mind relaxes, and you get a sense of inner peace, a sense of rejuvenation. And the deeper you go, the deeper the benefit is. But the true person who's committed, who's made a decision to meditate, sits every day. They don't try to sit, they sit every day. They've made a decision. In other words, it's on their calendar. That's one of the greatest things that I found is the calendar we've got in front of us. With all the electronics and the computers and all of that, my calendar has everything that's important on it. Meditation, time with my wife, going to the gym. It's all there. So I never have to question because I've committed. I've made a decision. And that's your power. When you're trying something or you're afraid to try something, just understand it's because you just haven't made a decision. That's not good or bad. But if there's a desire in you to do something new, as opposed to trying, make sure that desire is supported by a big enough why. In other words, stack the benefits. What are the benefits to you of making that decision? If the benefits are great, you'll make the decision. If the benefits are small, something else will come along and distract you. It's always the case. It's why is it that people start taking better care of their health once they find out they have a disease? Really interesting. Why not make health a priority before the disease so you never have to deal with the disease? It's an interesting way of looking at it. You have to decide. And here's a key thing. We always tend to decide and make decisions on things that are most important to us. Some people, it's very important that they go out to happy hour a couple times a week with their friends. They decide and they do it. They don't try to do it. They do it. So for them, going out to a happy hour and socializing with their friends is a high priority. They may say to their friends while they're at the happy hour, I want to meditate. I'm going to try to meditate. No, you're not going to try to meditate. You either are or you're not. It's that simple. And people get a little upset with me or frustrated with me because of my directness. Well, why wouldn't I be direct? Why do we placate when people are telling us they're trying to do something? I just say, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because you haven't decided. Until you decide, nothing changes. Nothing changes. Sandy, I would tell you about a partner. You ought to list down all the reasons, all the negative reasons about why having a partner is bad. Just list them down because they're your fears. They're your beliefs. You list them. List them all. And then once you've listed them all, now go to each one and say, what's the opposite of it? What's the truth of that? Neutralize it. If you've got a belief that you're lonely, you've got a belief that I can't have a partner, you got a belief that I'll be alone, you got to neutralize it because until you do, you're putting out a vibration and that vibration is going to what? create that experience that what you're vibrating. And you're not trying to do that. You're putting out a vibration. We vibrate what we think about most. What we think about most, we attract into our lives. It's just that simple. So we've got to change where we focus, change how we focus. Trying's a waste of time. What are you going to decide today? Are you going to defend your misery? Are you going to defend your inadequacy? Are you going to defend whatever it is? Or are you going to decide to be different? It's your choice. Make it one that serves you. Much love.